Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Urvashi Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Jagannath University, Jaipur. In today's session, we'll look at the current trends that are prevalent in English and language journalism in India. So let's begin. The evolution of new media technologies are becoming very popular amongst new generation. The circulation of newspaper is continuously decreasing in many developed countries. Indian newspapers are also realizing the threats from these new media technologies. They are adopting several new trends to survive themselves and face challenges from new mass media technologies. The newspaper industry is passing through a transitional phase. The report all over the world indicates that the circulation of newspaper in print form is continuously decreasing. However, the circulation of Indian newspaper is increasing despite economic crisis and other problems. The newspaper industry leads the charge to provide compelling proof that the internet really is destroying traditional ink on paper publishing. Online newspapers have become a matter of research in several ways. It has affected print media. However, the Indian entertainment and media industry has outperformed the Indian economy and is one of the fastest growing sectors in India. The latest trend is for daily newspapers, which are just 24 centimeters by 42 centimeters. The handy format, punchy stories aim to attract young readers in particular. Such types of newspapers are mainly for those people who were not habitual of reading newspaper. They are useful for those who just want to inform themselves quickly about the important events of the day. This trend is found even in Britain. Continuous proliferation of social and professional network sites like Facebook and LinkedIn with newspapers and journalists is a trend of present journalism. Reporters are creating their own profiles, applications, and connecting with the new audience. Personalized web is another internet trend. Despite sustained growth in other emerging markets, newspapers continued to suffer from decline in print advertisement revenues and from dwindling circulation numbers. Let's look at some negative trends. The corporatization, monopoly, malpractices, and corruption, paid news, media trials, and superiority of advertising office are some important negative trends of Indian newspapers. Now, maximum number of big media is in control of corporate houses. They are running them like commercial enterprises. Earning of maximum revenues is the main objective of these newspapers. Yellow journalism is one very common practice adopted by mainly medium sized newspapers. Similarly, blackmailing is also one of the problems in print media. The distortion of information is another important drawback. Practice of paid news is also causing a great threat to healthy environment of mass media, especially print media. This practice developed in the last general election in 2009 in India. Today, media including newspaper discuss those matters with a sub judice. Mass media are often criticized of such practices. Today, they are more creative than before. This is done to increase circulation and to attract advertisers. All newspapers have their online edition. The size of newspaper is also reducing. It is not the trend the Indian newspapers but also in foreign countries. It has become a very common practice. Sorry. If you look at the trend, initially the newspapers were started to promote the ideology of the publisher regarding social or nationalist movements. Later, they took a turn and they were seen as a crusaders to bring about the ideas of national development and to take the policies and programs of the government to the grassroots level, making the readers aware of what the government was doing. Now, people have understood the might of media. They have understood that media is one of the tools which can mold or create a opinion about an issue or against an issue. So, many influential people, many school of thoughts are using media to reap benefits out of it. This is one of the negative trends which are observed. On the positive side, the media has adapted itself with the need of the readers or the audiences, as we call it. Like now, the younger generation is more in a hurry, so everything is available on a smartphone. So the newspapers, the media houses, the production houses have now entered a new platform, which is internet based platform in form of an app where they can connect with their audiences, their readers and actual consumers of their product, whether it's news, television news, whether it's print news in the printed form, or whether it's a radio news. Thank you. Thank you.